Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new FIFA 18 Ultimate Team Player Review. Today we're going to be looking at the latest and greatest Player of the Month item. It is Leroy Sané, the German who plays for Manchester City, has been given an 86 rated Player of the Month item, which looks pretty nuts. 95 pace, 89 dribbling and 85 shooting. Those are some great stats right there. He is 6 foot tall, out on the left hand side of course, very left footed because he does only have a 3-star weak foot, and of course only has the 3-star skills as well. So I've got a couple of different squad options that you could put him in. The first one, and the one that you're most likely to sort of see him in, is a full Prem team. In this particular squad, he plays as a left winger in a 4-3-3. However, today I actually mixed it up a little bit, tried to use him in a bit of a hybrid. We got players from the La Liga, the Bundesliga, the MLS, the Premier League, and of course he fits in at left forward in the 4-3-2-1. I think we can get a lot of use out of him in that very attacking position. So moving on into the in-game stats, I'm actually very impressed. On basic chemistry style, he looks insanely good with 96 pace, 94 dribbling and 88 shooting. But I did decide to use the finisher chemistry style today because I was, of course, already happy with the 95 pace that he's got. 89 dribbling seems solid to me as well. Let's try and boost him in the shooting department and get the strength up by a lot as well. We also get him up to 88 jumping, 88 strength, 99 long shots. We get him up to some really nice stats today, and hopefully he can prove that in game that he's actually a very good player. So moving on in to the clips, you'll see the goals that I got with the German, and we'll be able to talk about the pros and cons right now. To start things off in the negatives then, there's only two that I could really find, and they are very much linked. You know, you see it on the player bio itself, both skill moves and weak foot. We touched on it earlier, they are but only 3-star for the skills, 3-star for the weak foot. I always find that to be a bit of an issue. That's very sort of average, you know. You can only do like the odd roulette and stuff like that. You can't do some of the more like useful 4-star skills like the Berber spin, the Giovinco spin, all of that sort of stuff. The little scoops inside the box which give you an extra yard or two, enables you to literally pull a shot off and stuff like that. So it's definitely a major negative in my books. And then the weak foot situation, it may not be as drastic as it looks. You know, 3-star weak foot normally puts me off, but being on the left-hand side and being left-footed, knowing that I'm aiming to hit the low driven across the goalkeeper and stuff, it definitely isn't such a big problem. It's one that I noticed a lot less because I was receiving the ball in the right place to then hit it on, hit it with his strong foot, which is his left foot. If he was on the other wing, for example, if you swap wings in game or whatnot, you're definitely going to run into a lot more issues. Think about, let's say, Ian Robben, for instance, a very left-footed player on the right-hand side. You know for sure that you've got to cut in with that player, and you're not going to do much on the right foot. That would be the same with Sané, but luckily he's out on the left. So moving on into the positives then. The first one, pace. That is definitely something Leroy Sané possesses. The man is rapid, both his acceleration and his sprint speed, and the fact that he's pretty tall and stuff. Like, he's got these long old legs that help him run really quick. Yeah, he pulls away from people, and when he goes on those, when he sort of makes the run and someone else has got the ball and like they're going to feed it through to him, he makes some really solid and quick runs into that space. So I was very much impressed with that. Like, you're seeing a couple of goals that I'm scoring, whether they're volleys, aerial balls, you know, where he heads it into the back of the net, those sorts of things. He is alone a lot of the time because nobody can catch him, nobody can get in the right space to defend against him. And then when he does have the ball at his feet, he's pretty solid as well. He can weave, wiggle, whatever through the players and then hit that powerful shot. But I was definitely impressed with his height. You know, he's 6 foot tall, and of course he does possess good jumping. Like, we boosted that stat, and of course the heading ability is decent as well. I actually scored a couple headers with this guy in the 10 games that I've played with him, which is definitely not something I normally do with my wingers. That shot right there was one of the nicest goals I scored as well. And outside of the boot strike, you know, like outside curve, he does that really well, and it rises nicely into the top of the net. A solid goal. His dribbling is great once he takes that ball down. Like, he's not got the best first touch in the world, but it's pretty solid. And once he actually gets dribbling with the ball, his agility is nice and high. And, well, although he doesn't have the 4-star skills, he keeps the ball nice and close to his feet, and you can just run around players that way. And, of course, you got to make use of that pace stat. His strength is actually amazing. We boosted that up to 88 in game, so again, I was very happy with that. Stamina's looking good. He lasts all game long, and overall, his shooting, whether it be with the high shot power, the curve that he's got, the ability to hit those low-driven shots into the back of the net because of a good finishing stat, all of those combined just generally give you a great player. My overall conclusion is that he is great. I don't think I rate him as highly as the Player of the Month Mané, who is in the same position and stuff. So at this point in time, I won't be getting the full version because I do rate Mané higher. But overall, this Sané was very impressive, and he will do some great stuff for your ultimate team. If you're still not sure on whether or not to get the full version, then I do recommend picking up the 20-game loan, testing him out for yourself, see what you think of him. You'll definitely not go wrong by testing him out and doing that for sure. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you now know a little bit more about Leroy Sané's Player of the Month item. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.